All right. Welcome, everyone. How's everyone's Ignite going? Woo? Yeah? Excellent. Excellent. Well, welcome to Intelligent Meetings session. My name is Heidi Glodmans. Myself and my esteemed colleague, Ame here, will be taking you through Intelligent Meetings in Microsoft Teams today. I am the Director of Meetings for our product marketing organization, and I'd like to introduce my esteemed colleague, Ame.
Hey, I'm Ame Parandikar. I'm an engineer with Microsoft Teams. I happen to be the group program manager, but I'd love to talk to you about...
Oh, take credit, man. This is your baby.
I think there's a lot of engineers and IT admins in the room, so
exactly.
Talking to you.
Exactly. Well, we've got some good things to take you through today. You've seen our vision that we showed on Monday around the future of meetings. We showed you a little bit about what's available today. So we just want to double click into a few of those areas. But starting off a little bit around what motivated us to take communications and insert it in the context of collaboration within Microsoft Teams. Show you a little bit about what users are telling us and like what are the pain points that are driving them towards new ways of working. We want to go through and talk about some of the principles that are important to us as we talk about developing the meeting product. Of course, we're going to jump into some demos and talk about roadmap, because everybody loves a little roadmap. And we're going to wrap up today with my friend Tom from Air New Zealand, who's going to take us through how they're using Microsoft Teams for communication and collaboration. So it's an action-packed agenda. My friend Tom, who will be up here shortly. So you might have seen this slide before. What we wanted to do before we jumped into the technology was give you a little bit of context on organizations and the way individuals are changing the way that meetings need to get done. So when we look at the way that organizations are being aligned and the way employees in these organizations are working, as is no surprise, more people than ever are working remotely. In fact, over half of our meetings have at least one remote attendee on average. Most of our remote attendees like the option to be able to join on mobile, so having a best-in-class mobile experience is really important to us more than ever. And video is becoming the norm. Being able to see the whites of your eyes that when you're communicating is more important than ever, and we'll talk a little bit about why. Now, when we talk about what is it that we need to get work done, you almost need to get a little context on what is it that's keeping us from getting work done today. In many cases, we're already connecting over various communication technologies. But what we have found through our research, it is not the technology that is the problem. People need assistance when it comes to running and being part of effective meetings. There's stresses in today's meetings. Meetings go longer than planned, notes don't get sent, follow-ups get forgotten, and over time, that means you have to have multiple meetings to get the same thing accomplished. So what we wanted to do within Microsoft Teams, it's not just about taking the communication technology that we've built over the last decade plus through various iterations of our product. You know, Microsoft has been a leader in the meetings space for a number of years. And so it just becomes a matter of how do we ensure that the next revision of the technology does more. It's about helping our end users stay connected, but also stay productive and also stay organized. So Microsoft Teams, we believe, is the answer. You know, you've heard this week about it being the fastest growing application in Microsoft history, something we're all really excited about and live with a passion on a daily basis. So weaving in those core communication functionalities, chat, meetings, calling, aligning it with collaboration, because communication and collaboration really go together. They are two sides of the same coin. Customizing your space using third-party add-ins and applications, and of course, built on top of the Office 365 substrate. So when we painted this new vision of communication with Teams, it becomes about intelligence. I mentioned being able to have organized conversations, staying connected. There's also this layer of intelligence that we can take advantage of because we're built on top of Office and Microsoft 365. We have the ability over time to be able to offer those proactive assistance to end users pre-meeting, during the meeting, and post-meeting. We'll be able to surface up suggestions for things like files. And all of that results in end users being able to have a more singular place to get work done and allows everybody to be more effective. So with that, I thought I would share and hand over to my colleague Ame to talk through the core product pillars that are driving how we're developing Microsoft Teams. So, Ame?
Hey, thank you, Heidi. As you know, Teams is the hub for collaboration and communication. When we started on this journey several years ago, it became apparent that people didn't just want to jump through multiple workflows and hoops to get their work done. So we wanted to help teams and individuals get their work done using a seamless experience that provides all of the context in terms of like chat and documents that they work on to get their work done easily. And so we have built meetings into the heart of Teams so that you can meet anywhere from where you are. You can meet intelligently with all of the context, and you can meet with confidence that meetings always work. We have a consistent experience where if you're at home, whether you're on the go, at your desk, or if you're in a conference room. We support all types of interactions, including like one-on-one interactions, like small group sessions, to like formal scheduled meetings or reviews, and to large events. We just announced that we are making Office 365 live events in public preview, and we'll show you how that works in Teams. Not only you can have these meetings and calls with people in your organization, but you can also invite your external partners and customers to these meetings. Teams is about contextual collaboration. By contextual, I mean that all of the conversations you have with people, all of the documents that you work on, they're available not only in Teams collaboration, but also when you enter a meeting, the same context is available to you, so you can have a rich, productive, face-to-face discussion virtually with your team and not have to worry about going and finding the context or documents you need. We leverage AI for meeting assistance in several ways, one of which we'll show you about recording meetings and being able to play them back after the fact from the cloud with rich transcription and search. And lastly but not the least, we know that meetings can be painful. We want to make sure that it just works for you. We want you to meet confidently. So we have like great audio, video, and sharing experience, not only over wired and Wi-Fi networks, but also over cellular networks, be it over like LTE or 3G, or even lower bandwidth networks. And this is all possible using our worldwide infrastructure that we have built as next generation calling services in Skype and Teams that backhaul all of your traffic from wherever you are across the Azure network. And all of this is built on the same security, the compliance and manageability aspects of Office 365. So you have the familiar tools IT admins need to manage this and deploy this and monitor this as your deployment progresses.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Okay. Sorry about that. So Meet Anywhere is about a consistent experience across your desktop, mobile form factors, and also on the web. We let you join meetings directly from Chrome using WebRTC without having to download any application, and bringing this experience to room devices and desk phones as well. We have a great on-the-go mobile experience. If you've used the Teams app, you can join meetings at one tap. either in full audio-video mode or in companion mode. So you can present things from your mobile phone, like you can share a photo or share a video or even share your phone screen. Often I'll walk into meetings with just my phone, and previously it wasn't possible to share any content from your phone, and we have enabled that for Teams meetings. Scheduling, starting and joining is very easy. Our goal is to be able to start your meeting in under 30 seconds. So you can start a one-on-one call, a group call, as we'll show you. You can schedule channel meetings, like in Teams, or schedule private meetings, which you might be familiar from Skype for Business, and invite external partners or customers who can be federated users, or they can be Teams guest users, or you can simply invite anybody by email. When these users join, they securely join and enter our lobby, and you can admit them into the meeting. And lobby is a setting that you can control at a per user or at a per tenant level, and it's designed for security. We have web-based join, as I mentioned, in Chrome as well as Edge. With Edge, you get the full video experience. In Chrome, today, it's an audio experience, and we're working on adding video to Chrome as well. Now, let's talk about devices. So most rooms have some form of meeting room hardware, and we have a plethora of room systems that you can choose from. We are announcing at Ignite that we have all of these partners, Crestron, HP, Lenovo, Logitech, Polycom, and Yearlink, who have room systems available to join Teams meetings. And if you visit our expo floor, you'll see all of these solutions at our booth as well as our partner booths. Room phones is yet another example of where you can simply walk into a room and see the meeting on the phone calendar and join at one click without having to find a 1-800 number and dialing it in and punching the digits. We have made it a lot more friction-free. And personal devices. So if you are at a desk, you can leverage the new personal devices that we are bringing to market. You see the list over there. And then you can see some of these devices on the expo floor, too. My colleague, Elia and Angela, have a session after this at 2:15. It's BRK2188 in Windermere X, I think over on the other side. I would encourage you to go and visit to learn more about these cool devices that you can use for joining Teams meetings. Okay. So now what if you have an existing room system in place? A lot of you may have VTC endpoints, and we'll let you use those VTC endpoints to connect to Teams meetings. So you can have the same HD video and the video-based screen sharing experience available on those devices. So you can simply connect using H.323 and SIP meeting rooms. You can connect via our partners, which are Polycom, PexSip, and BlueJeans, and connect to the meetings in the cloud. And this is available as a rich experience. You can see every participant, you can see participants in the roster, and it scales to cloud scale using Azure. We have these partners making this available in the September, October timeframe, and I would encourage you to visit our floor and expo to
yeah, we actually have all three of those partners demoable at our booth. So if you'd like to go down and see the experience, you can go down and test it. And there are different infrastructure options for those partners. So, Polycom and BlueJeans is a hosted model where you are paying a license and enabling through their cloud, versus PexSip is deployed in your own Azure-based infrastructure. So options, which are important for, I know, all you folks in the room who have different requirements.
Yep. Surface Hub. So you might have seen the Surface Hub 2 announcements. We are making meetings available on Surface Hub 1 today. So this is available today that you can walk to a Surface Hub and tap that to join a Teams meeting in full fidelity video and content. And we are making this available on Surface 2 when it ships.
Yep. Yeah, you saw the neat demo on Monday. Everybody did? Head nods? Yes. Very cool, right? So we're excited about integrating with the Surface 2.
The second big area is meeting intelligence. So I have a distributed team worldwide that works on meetings. We are based out of Bellevue and Redmond in the Seattle area, but we have like a sizable Prague team. We have folks in London, we have folks in Bangalore, and so work happens around the clock. So having like a traditional meeting solution where you just have in-meeting experience is not sufficient for us to convey all the context across these time zones. Like often we will discuss something in Bellevue and Redmond and meet about it, and then our Prague team will take over and run with it, right? So for that, we have something called meetings lifecycle, which provides the experience before, during, and after a meeting. So you can chat with attendees before a meeting to keep them up to speed on what is happening. You can collaborate on documents like PowerPoint or Word or other documents and have them ready for your meeting. We have a calendar experience that will let you review your upcoming meetings, look who's attending, and make sure the right attendees will be present. Now, during a meeting, the same content and context is available at your fingertips, so you can simply click that PowerPoint you're working on and go and present it. Of course, we have stuff like desktop sharing and application sharing, which are traditional solutions, but we think that by leveraging this context, like PowerPoints and decks that you're working on, it can make your collaboration and communication way easier.
And we know that there are a lot of you who are already doing these types of life cycle-based processes through like DevOps, IT Ops. This meeting capability just layers an additional component of fidelity. So instead of it just being this like low bandwidth chat, there's the ability to escalate to voice. There's an ability to add video. Multiple individuals can be pulled in with just one click. So this idea that we're just taking those agile-based work streams and make it even more high fidelity is super powerful. And we've experienced that even as the team's team.
Yep, you can record a meeting and have it available for viewing later and search the transcript for keywords. I will show you in the demo shortly.
Yeah.
Now, it's not just basic audio and screen sharing that is kind of key. We have also worked on a rich video experience for face-to-face video, where you have a video gallery. You can richly engage in a face-to-face conversation. And recently, if you notice, we announced background blur, which kind of blurs out your background, which really makes people easier to join meetings from where they are. Like for example, I join meetings from home often in the morning, and anybody who have kids, you'll see the kids wandering around and trying to get ready for school and so on. And my daughter, who's 6 years old, likes to come and photo bomb, or video bomb, she calls it, my meeting. And so I said, oh, we designed this feature for you. And she's quite disappointed now, but.
Or cats, my cat, jumps up on the keyboard.
Another thing which you announced is cloud recording and playback. This is available worldwide. We use Azure Media Streams, if you're familiar with the service, to store all the videos and play it back as video on demand. And you can see the speakers and the transcription for that meeting. One more thing we're announcing here is public preview of something called Office 365 Live Events. So previously, it was hard to broadcast a meeting to like thousands of people. You had to go and schedule it and then produce it. It wasn't easy, and it was so stressful situations for the producer to manage all the CXO presentations. So we have made it really easy for you guys to go and schedule a meeting, a broadcast meeting in Teams. You can produce it using a rich producer experience, and presenters can join from where they are. This works up to 10,000 attendees, and you can bring any kind of media. For example, you can share your screen and present that, or if you have a TriCaster that has a video and content stream, you can plug into it and send that out too. And you can watch this, as an attendee, you can watch this on desktop, web, and mobile, and attendees can ask questions when we have managed Q&A. And all this is very straightforward and easy to set up. For example, I can go in Teams, and as you do a new meeting, I can just change the meeting type to a new live event. And when I do that, it just creates a live event, which gives you attendee link, and you can send it to whoever you want in your organization or even external attendees. And you can just click the link to watch the live event. As a producer now, I can say that, hey, I have all these co-presenters presenting the event. Now I'm going to take Babak's video and send it out so everybody's viewing that. And the next thing I'm going to do is queue up content on the side. And when time's ready, I'm going to present that content so that it goes out to the world. So it manages this experience in a sort of seamless way and makes production very easy. So anybody can produce a live event. You don't need a dedicated team of so many people to orchestrate a live event that was required before. So with that, I think we will switch to a demo where we'll show you a lot of this functionality working. We have like 6 machines in this demo, so
what could go wrong?
Yeah. So we'll give this a shot. So Heidi will start off here.
Excellent. Right. So, ooh, hello. Teams meetings really need to give you the digital equivalent of how you work with people to get your job done. So think about all the different ways you get your job done. Of course, you schedule a meeting, right? You go into Outlook or in Teams, as the case may be, invite the attendees, et cetera. But that's really only one type of meeting, right? Think about you go to the break room, the water cooler. You run into somebody in the hallway. You have a work discussion. You decide to sync up. That's a meeting, right? You are in with someone, you're on a whiteboard, you see a designer walk by, hey, we're going to pull him in, we're going to draw up on the whiteboard. That's a meeting, right? And of course, something like this, large one-to-many, auditorium-style presenting, that's a meeting. So the big thing I want everyone to take away is that the traditional way of thinking about meetings is no longer really applicable, not just because we need the technology to keep us organized, as I mentioned before, but because we need digital representations for how we work. So I start my day, and I'm here in my X1050 Super Launch team. So I might want to reach out to my planning group. We're going to launch a new quadcopter called the X1050, and we started a group chat, and you'll see here I have a few different participants in here. So I have Ame and Shailendra, and I've named this chat. So this is part of keeping my private chats organized. So you see I have a number of private chats here. Various people are online, offline, but I actually need to talk to Ame and Shailendra live. No problem, I can just give them a ring. Again, think of this like the digital equivalent of running into someone in the hallway or just quickly pulling the people together at their desks. Hey man, can you come chat real quick? So we'll just start a video call. Through magic of television. Okay, so we've got demo Wi-Fi here, so, ooh, the light. So you get the idea, right? So we're able to, within one click, we're able to bring those people together. That's one digital equivalent of working, right? Spontaneous. We didn't have to schedule this. We didn't have to, do anything fancy. We just literally added video into the meeting, adding a different layer of fidelity onto the communication. Okay. So that's a group chat video. Next up, let's look at how we schedule, right? So I might want to go in and schedule a new meeting. I can either go here into Teams and maybe invite a few people, maybe my friend we'll call it the X1050 spec review. We like spec reviews in engineering. So we'll go ahead and invite my friend Ame, maybe invite my friend Shailendra. And you'll see here I can actually also use a scheduling assistant to see, free busy information, find a time that works for everybody. Okay, looks like they're free there. We'll go ahead and we'll make that the time for the meeting. Now, we of course always want people to join a meeting in a high fidelity, rich Teams client experience. Not always possible, right? And so what we've done is we've continued to build upon the infrastructure, the worldwide infrastructure for PSTN. So we do have audio conferencing coordinates available to Teams meetings. So up to 90 dial-in countries are covered, toll-free, et cetera. So all of those services are available as part of Teams. And so you see as part of the meeting invite, I've got my one-click join URL, I've got my PSTN coordinates, and if I had CVI, like Ame was mentioning earlier from one of those 3 video interop partners, I would also see a string down there for my video units so that I could have those same legacy traditional video units join. Now, ideally, we want you to have a room experience that's optimized for Teams, but we definitely want to make sure no one is left behind. So next up, Outlook. So I'm not going to go through and invite that same meeting, but you get the experience. We have an Outlook plugin for Teams. If you want to schedule your meetings experiences through Outlook, no problem. One click, you've got your coordinates generated, same PSTN dial-in capabilities, and again, if you did have CVI configured, you would also see the SIP URI strings as well.
And this is on Windows today, but it's coming to Mac soon.
Exactly. Now, next up, now meetings themselves, really think of them as just another part of the project. So you heard from Angela and Mark yesterday all the cool things that are coming in Teams, right? And so Teams is where your project-based work is going to happen. It makes total sense that meetings are part of that project, right? So we can store this meeting object right within the channel. So you see here that I've got an engineering channel in my X1050 Super Launch team. And I can load my usability document. I've got an agenda that I posted. I've got my recording. I can launch the recording, again, just as part of the conversation. You've probably seen this a few times this week. So just the idea that all of this context is stored right within the channel. And then, of course, you've got the ability to turn on captions, do the keyword search, et cetera. And we did announce GA of this on Monday. Now, we also want to recognize that not all meetings are going to happen within the context of a project. Sometimes you have meetings that are cross-organizational, like say, I need to meet with finance to talk about some forecast numbers, right? I might not engage with them through Teams and channels on a daily basis, but I want to still join the meeting. No problem. I can join this same meeting right here within Teams. Now, this is the pre-join experience for a scheduled meeting. There's a few things going on here I want to call out. First things first, I can optimize my audio. Nobody wants to join in and be like, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So you can decide whether or not, what devices you want to use, whether you want to join muted, et cetera. You can also decide whether or not you want video turned on and off when you join in the meeting. We're also going to be able to add shortly the ability to engage blur right away. So we could turn blur on and join into the meeting blurred so that you are distraction-free, BBC Dad, from the moment that you start that meeting. So we can join this meeting. And here we are. Hey, guys. It's our team back in Redmond, so thank you all for joining us today. And by the way, I see a few things behind you guys you might want to remove for the audience here. We're very proud of this. So again, you see kind of this rich, high fidelity, high definition video experience. And from here, we can share content like desktop window. If we have PowerPoints, we could share PowerPoints. Now you'll see here, I can also extend out and have the same chat. So you see here we're coordinating, hey, when's everyone going to join the meeting? Right? So we can have this chat out and available. We could also turn on meeting notes. So I click on here, and we can take meeting notes, which are stored right within the context of that same meeting. I can see who's in the meeting itself. So we see myself and my colleagues back in Redmond, but I can also see the I can also see whether they're muted or not. And we can invite somebody else. So if we wanted to pull in Shalindra, I see he's not here, slacker. We could pull him here very easily.
It's early Bellevue time for engineers.
It's early. It's like 10 o'clock. I don't know. I think maybe we're going to have a conversation. So at any rate, so you can see that we've got this rich meetings experience, and but we want to make sure that we also have a rich experience for the web as well. Go ahead and join on my guest machine. So we invited our reliable friend, John Doe. Sorry, I can't think of anything more creative this morning. It's a red party last night. So we have John Doe, and he also wants to join this meeting, right? No problem. You'll notice that this is Chrome. We can join right into this meeting with just one click, and we'll have somebody from the meeting experience, which here, we'll show what the, you'll notice that we got a toast that says someone is in the lobby. You can see here that John Doe has just knocked on the front door, so to speak. So we need to decide, do we let this guy in? Is he a known quantity? Okay, yes, he is. We'll let him in. And now he's in the meeting. Sorry, I didn't click. There we go. So now he's in the meeting just like everybody else. Now, on Chrome right now, we don't support video. But if we wanted to share content, which...
Yeah, so I'm going to transition this to my machine where I've joined the meeting here too. And as you see, the same experience for the meeting over here. And I can share content using a shared tray, like Heidi explained. Not only can you share your desktop or applications or windows, but you can also share like PowerPoint files. For example, here I see recently a PowerPoint that you worked on recently. So to do that, I can essentially click that, and then it will open up the PowerPoint natively. This is like a large PowerPoint with about 20 megs of data on a Wi-Fi network, and so it's coming up. While it's coming up, I will show you the meeting notes feature, which, okay.
So okay, this is what it looks like on the, this is what it looks like on the guest experience.
Right.
So
now you see the guest who's seeing the PowerPoint experience, and then I can control the PowerPoint from my machine or just by advancing slides. And this is no different from a regular PowerPoint presentation, like with a clicker. And you can see the animations over there, which if they're in the PowerPoint, they will also show to our users. You want to show take control?
Yes. So as a guest user, it's important for me to feel like I'm having a best-in-class experience, right? So one of the things that we hear from customers is, hey, we need to be able to still collaborate within a meeting, like taking control. Do you want to share?
Yeah, you can.
It just changed. Okay.
So now you can control the deck.
So now I can control the deck. And I'm controlling everybody's experience. The magic. Cool, right?
So,
yeah.
So we have democratized this sharing experience because we often gotten feedback in like Skype for Business earlier about, hey, sharing is too hard to set up. So in this case, simply at one click, I can go back and start sharing. Now, if you don't want to share PowerPoint and you just want to rely on desktop sharing, then you can pretty much start. I can share my desktop, and this will start sharing my desktop screen. And the same thing is available for everybody to see.
Yep. Now, you noticed here that I didn't get any toasts asking me to download something. So, so that is the WebRTC experience that you're seeing within Chrome. You want to comment on that?
Yeah, so WebRTC lets you join from a web endpoint directly without having to download this, and then essentially now it's using native Chrome to render like video on content. I mean, today we don't show video because there are limitations in the Chrome platform about multiple videos, and we are working to resolve that. But we'll bring that to market too, because we want you to participate in a frictionless way. There's one more thing I wanted to show you was that in this desktop share, if you cut over to this one, Heidi.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to my main machine. So this is the machine I was just showing you before.
You can request control.
And I'm going to request control. So many of you who have applications that you're using for, desktop support, or again, back to that kind of core collaboration. I'm working with my peers who we need to collaborate on a document, et cetera.
No, Heidi has control of my desktop. I mean, I've kind of stepped away from it.
And I'm a big horse fan. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll notice I love ponies. So I'm going to do a quick search for dressage. You're welcome, Ame. So he'll see some dancing horses in his search results. So I'm driving this straight from his machine. So kind of back to that full fidelity meetings experience, right? So he'll take back control.
So I can take back control, or in this case, I can end the presentation simply by clicking that. And so that kind of brings you the power of desktop sharing and control. And it's often used by our customers for troubleshooting problems or like co-working on a certain application. For example, we have customers in the manufacturing sector who want to work on an AutoCAD application. And then that application is not designed for multi-desk use, but you can simply share that application on your desktop and have multiple people control it at the same time. Okay.
So one thing that we also get asked about, I mentioned before the stat about most remote users working on mobile. We spent a lot of time ensuring that mobile users felt like they had a best-in-class experience for meetings. So you can see here I've got my activities, my chats, my threads. I've also got this same rich one-touch join experience. Now, do you notice something different about this mobile join? Do you see the banner up top? So what's really cool about this is that this is called companion join. This means that I can automatically join to the meeting without my audio turned on. I'm literally using this device for content, right? So I can join the meeting, and I'm going to connect. I'll still receive video, but I'm not participating over audio because I've already got another primary audio device. Why is this cool? Has anybody encountered a scenario where you want to be able to share like a picture from your mobile phone? Like, for example, let's say, do we have any MVPs in the room? Woo, yes. Want to share perhaps our MVP picture from yesterday?
So you can see.
And you can see that by going right to, let's say, this one. So you can see that what the experience looks like on the desktop is that you're seeing my rich HD picture right into the Teams experience. So you can think of all sorts of scenarios for this, right? I took a picture on a job site. I want to be able to quickly share a retail setup. I need to be able to let people know that, hey, I did a walkthrough, and here's my experience. So mobile becomes just another repository and source for material within the construct of a meeting. Now, if I also want to go back to mobile, I can do things like sharing video as well. And this is important. So think about video being not just video for video calling, but video as content. So right now, sharing my video, and again, you can imagine going out on a job site and having my primary video, me, and sharing content video as well, right? Start presenting. And then we'll show you what it looks like on Ame's machine. So you can see everybody back in Bellevue can see what a popular session Intelligent Meetings is. Okay, make us look good, guys. Clap. All right. Excellent. All right, thank you. I'll pay you later. Okay, so we also want to be able to, do you want to do PowerPoint share from here?
Yeah.
We also want to be able to receive content. So I'm out on let's say I'm working from home. I need a full fidelity experience on my mobile. Ame's presenting the latest on that X1050 Launch deck, no problem. I can receive that content as a best-in-class experience on mobile as well. So we'll see if the Wi-Fi gods are with us. And you see I get the same prompts as I did on the guest experience to take control and drive the presentation. Come on, Wi-Fi, you can do it. Somebody feed the hamsters more. Okay, not meant to be. That's okay. Oh, there we go. Yay! And I can do a private viewing of the PowerPoint as well, right? So this is PowerPoint that's loaded to the meeting. I want to skip ahead to the end. What are the file numbers? Let's just go for it. Okay, let's go.
We should reduce the PowerPoint size, but yeah, so you get the idea. But what we have seen is that like a lot of our users are switching to consuming and joining meetings just from mobile. So we have about 30% of our meeting attendees join from mobile. Like if you look back like 3-4 years ago, it was in the low single digits, but now it's drastically changed to be like in the 30% range. And people join meetings from mobile, like wherever they are at. Cool.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll go back to presentation.
Yep.
And talk about what's coming.
It's a little bit about...
Oh, never mind, that's right.
That's a little bit more about confidence.
Confidence.
So we have designed this experience for mobility first, right? So it's not a second thought, but from get-go, it's been designed for mobile. For example, you can join the meeting at your home or in your office, and you walk out of the door into a car or a train, and the meeting will stay up. You don't have to do anything. So it transitions from a Wi-Fi to a cellular network. We have like really good video loss and audio loss recovery mechanisms. So if you have a challenged network for bandwidth, for example, then the experience will kind of seamlessly dial back so that you can still stay connected to the meeting. If you get disconnected, for example, we'll automatically reconnect you. And where we can't really help you because like the network is like really, really bad and we are out of luck, we will kind of tell you things around like, hey, you can turn off video, for example, to increase quality better. Or, like, for example, in certain cases, if you have a bad device, then the device driver malfunction will tell you that, hey, this device doesn't work, switch to a different device. Or if there are multiple people in the meeting room who are already speaking and you don't want to cause echo by joining by multiple endpoints, we'll automatically disable your microphone so that you don't result in echo. So we have a detailed session today at 4 p.m. that talks a lot about these experiences. My colleague Richard and Christian are doing that. It's in the same room, so I would encourage you to attend that. There's a small sliver of the experience on a mobile phone as you transition to different networks across it being on a poor network, across it reconnecting. And if I go out of range of the cellular data connection, then it prompts me to call me back or dial into the meeting. So I can always stay connected. Meeting with confidence is also about having the right tools at your disposal. The easy way to manage meetings in Teams, for example. So you have a per meeting user policy that you can control, apply to different people. We have a rich call quality diagnostics portal where you can see the call quality your users are experiencing. You can drill down into specific instances of calls or meetings for a particular user. And this is all available, like I said, through our intelligent cloud and edge. Like if you heard Satya talk about intelligent cloud and edge, the way it manifests in Teams and Teams meetings is that we have a worldwide deployment through our data centers, which are kind of shown here. And that powers enterprise-grade voice, video, and meetings. And it's highly resilient. For example, if you remember 2 weeks ago, we had a hurricane like Florence hitting the East Coast. It was going to hit our data center in Virginia. So we are all prepped for that by failing over all traffic into US Central the day before. So we didn't experience any kind of like outages or issues, and our customers carried their business as usual. And it's all maintained by the engineering team, so you don't have to worry about like, hey, I don't know what's going to happen when this hurricane hits, for example. Now, how do you minimize traffic across the internet? So you have a corporate network. You can connect that to the Microsoft global network using our peering points, which are located in a plethora of regions around the world, and then hand off traffic to our network. And once it's in our network, this is the breadth of our network, and I didn't draw the arcs because it's too many to draw, but it gives you a sense of the diversity and the pervasivity of it. So it's across the Americas, Africa, EMEA, Asia Pacific, so even Australia. So if you are in any of these locations, your traffic is going to go to your closest available Azure edge, and then get backhauled across the Azure network and with QoS applied to it, so you can be assured of good media quality. And on top of that, we also have something called transport relays, which are also deployed worldwide. So if your users may be behind a firewall or a NAT or cannot connect over UDP, for example, and they will connect over TCP through all these relay sites, and we are deploying more as we speak. A salute to audio conferencing. I mean, we didn't talk a whole lot about audio conferencing in this session because it's already there. It's available in 72 countries. The dial-in numbers about 90 countries, and then about 44 languages for IVRs. So this is one of the largest audio conferencing systems in the world. And along with Teams meetings, you can take advantage of that so users can dial in if they need to from where they are. So with that, I would transition this and bring over Tom,
yes,
our esteemed colleague.
Yeah, everybody welcome Tom.
In New Zealand.
Yes. So we've asked Tom to speak for a few minutes about Microsoft Teams at Air New Zealand, how they're using meetings, and he's also got a few giveaways, so stick around. And with that, Tom, please.
Thanks, guys. I just really want to talk to you about our journey to start with Teams. My name's Tom. I'm the product manager for collaboration at Air New Zealand. And when I started just under 2 years ago, Air New Zealand was starting their digital transformation, and Teams was introduced at around about the same time. So we kind of have gone along this journey together, and Teams has helped a huge amount. Now, 2 years on, we're almost like 50% adopted on Teams. So there's 12,000 people that work at Air New Zealand, and there are 6,000 adopted users. And when I say adopted, I mean they're using it daily, all the time, for everything. This is kind of our Air New Zealand way of working that you can see on the slide. And this is a completely new way of working from 2 years ago. We started our adoption strategy about a year ago, and we had about 1,000 users on when we introduced this. And in that time, we've gone from 1,000 to 6,000 adopted users. And people have really taken this and are using this every day. So we still have Yammer. Yammer was at the company before Teams, and that's still being used for our outer loop. But for all the teamwork, we're collaborating in Teams, we're chatting in Teams a lot. Our chat has now overtaken, our chat in Teams has now overtaken our chat in Skype for Business. And we're meeting in Teams now as well. Even though we still have Skype for Business running side by side, and all of our meeting rooms are still got Skype devices in, we're seeing that people are using new ways of meeting. A lot of the ways that we've seen today are being used in Teams. So what I'm really excited about is that over the next couple of months, we will be removing Skype from Air New Zealand, and we'll just have Teams. All of our devices in our meeting rooms, our Polycoms and so on, our Logitechs, will all be replaced with Teams. And then there'll be no confusion about which device, which application you should be using. Just use Teams. The other great thing is that Air New Zealand is a really mobile company. As you can imagine, we've got people at airports all around the world. We've got a lot of different sites in New Zealand itself, in Auckland, in Christchurch, in Wellington, and so on. Big offices that all need to communicate. And we're a highly mobile workforce. There are iPads deployed to all frontline staff now, your ground crew and your cabin crew and so on. And so having this experience on any device is super important.
Is it not advancing? There we go. I think our clicker's dying.
So when we did our adoption strategy, we had it really clearly mapped out, and we've used a lot of the same strategies as been presented at a lot of the sessions here recently. One of the biggest things for us though was data. We started off by using just the usage data, but now the actual reporting that you've got in the admin center is really powerful, and we created this Power BI report, which we'll hopefully get up on screen in a second, and that gave us incredible insight into who in the company was using Teams and how much they were using it as well. So we had this concept of a basic user, an adopted user, and a champion user. Basic user was kind of like somebody who just had started and hadn't really got going and weren't interacting and so on. You can tell this from the data. An adopted user is somebody that is interacting, is communicating, is chatting, and so on. And then a champion user is somebody that is using Teams on all their devices. They're using it on their mobile. They're using meetings. They're calling, and so on. So this snapshot here is just from a couple of weeks ago. And it shows like which locations are using Teams, like I said, who are using it on their mobile app. We sliced it across all the different divisions across Air New Zealand, and so it's almost like a little gamification that we created, and we put this out to all of our champions. We've got about 200 champions at Air New Zealand, and this drove a lot more adoption. We're now at the stage where we don't actually do any adoption strategy. We're growing organically. We've got from June to September, we went up by 2,000 users without hardly doing anything, adopted users. So, and that's really helped a lot by our champions network. We gave out these T-shirts to all of our 200 champions. Hello, I'm a collaboration champion. It's got Teams on the sleeve here, and it's got our logo on the back here. We also gave out these laptop stickers, which if anybody wants one, I've got a whole roll here I can give away at the end. Because it's important to know that people are on Teams, especially when you've got Skype running at the same time in the company.
So do you want to see some examples of, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So we are using, like I said, we've still got Skype running, but Teams is taking over. And one of the things that it's been really popular for has been for learning. We have, this is quite ironic. This is a learning meeting set up by our HR department to tell people how to use Workday. Funnily enough, there were 30 people that joined this meeting. They didn't have any instruction on how to use Teams. They just joined this and were able to listen in and understand how to use Workday. If you could click through. So the presentation is shown. As you can see there down the bottom, this is early on in the meeting. There's plus 12 on the bottom left there. So quite a few people in the meeting. Next one. Yeah, and then we've got the same of the rest of the presentation here. This was a demo of some new technology we wanted to show our maintenance engineers down in Christchurch. And so to make sure we had as many people there as possible, we decided to do the demo right in the middle of the hangar. So we set up a little area, but we wanted to make sure everybody in Auckland could see this demo as well, because it was a pretty cool demo. So if you could just move on to the next slide. So we had I had it set up with Teams running, and next slide is showing this guy here is actually helping me out. So I'm taking these photos, but you can see Teams running there on my Mac, and he's holding a little Jabra speaker up and a a webcam that's connected to that so that the people back in Auckland can see exactly what's happening in this demo. And this is the view from Auckland that somebody sent me of what he could see through his screen, which is pretty cool. We're seeing a lot of people using the in-channel experience now. We have teams. This is a leadership team, and we have teams that are set up with maybe just 5 or 6 people in it. And if you just want to start a meeting straight away with everybody in that team, clicking that little video button down on the bottom is awesome, just to get going straight away with the whole team. This one is an example of recordings. This, if you can just flick through to there, and then the next slide is showing us the recording as well. So we're using recordings a lot now at Air New Zealand too. This one again was a bit of a learning thing, and not many people could attend that meeting. There was massive meeting clashing going on at the same time, but everybody got to see it afterwards, which would never be possible before.
Yeah, thank you. That was great. So one of the things that when we were getting to know each other, that we were talking through that I thought was so fascinating is some of the plans for like flight ops. Yep. And how Teams is going to fit in with that. So maybe you can talk through about how, like, for just a few minutes, cabin crew, flight crew, ground crew are going to be using Microsoft Teams at Air New Zealand, and how communication is part of that.
Yeah, it's super important because we over the past few years, we've had a proliferation of apps to our ground crew and our cabin crew and so on. Our cabin crew have to deal with like 50 apps, and all for different things and so on. We want to bring that all into a single app, and we see the future of that being just 1 or 2 apps, and hopefully the main communication app will be Teams. They need to communicate, they need to work as a team better. Our on-time performance is super important for us, and to improve on-time performance, you have to work as a team. So with them all having mobile devices and having Teams, they can communicate really easily and efficiently. The same for ground crew. The ground crew need to speak to the cabin crew, and so we're seeing teams set up where you've got like Wellington Airport, you've got the ground crew in one channel, you've got the cabin crew in another channel, you've got the pilots in another channel, and then you've got the general channel where they can all talk and so on. So, and then setting up those channel meetings where ad hoc, where you need to get something done, you need to get something achieved quickly, is happening. They can all have their private channel conversations. If the cabin crew don't want to know about what the pilots are talking about, they can just unfavorite those channels and so on. So that we're seeing that happen a lot now across Air New Zealand.
Great. Thank you, Tom. So you brought a shirt for our audience today. Should we give it away?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Maybe we'll give away the stickers. How's that?
Yeah, no, either, both.
Okay. Maybe, did anybody fly here on Air New Zealand today?
I doubt it.
Any arms? Come on, guys. Oh. So this has been a great story. Thank you so much. So I'd like to invite the audience to come up and ask some questions. And
one thing we wanted to cover, though, is what's upcoming, because I know all of you guys have questions around, hey, where are we going next? And while we don't have specific published dates on what's coming when, we can share what's top of mind for us and what we are working on. So, for example, we have heard about scheduling Teams meeting from Outlook Mac and Outlook Web and Teams Mobile. That's coming. Desktop sharing from like Chrome and video we talked about. That's coming soon too. The whiteboard integration we are working on like in earnest at Microsoft, and if you saw the whiteboard app being shown at Ignite from Microsoft, we're integrating that app right within Teams so that you can take advantage of the inking and the whiteboard experience right in the Teams meeting. We are working on proximity-based join, which I'll show you, and stuff around per meeting options. VDI is frequently used in like the FinServ public sector industry, and we are working with our partners around like Citrix and VMware and the Microsoft VDI team to make this available on a virtual desktop endpoint. And last but not the least, I will tell you a little bit about meetings for on-premise SFB customers, how you can take advantage of that. This kind of shows you the scheduling experience. I won't go into that. It's pretty straightforward. Teams toggle. This is about desktop sharing and viewing video in Chrome. Proximity-based join. So like Heidi showed you that banner.
Companion,
So you can essentially just walk into a meeting room with your phone. And it has a room system near it. And it'll say, hey, it looks like you're in a room system. Would you want to join your meeting using that device? And when you say join, it will just ring that device back, and you can pick it up on that device. So it's very like one-touch, seamless join of meetings that alleviates like plugging in cables required to start meetings today. Drive mode. I mean, I use this all the time. I recently got pulled by a state trooper for touching my phone. And so I couldn't tell him that I was working. But if I had drive mode, I could have told him, like, dude, this is touch-free.
This is like the confessional right here.
And lastly, this is where I think Skype for Business, if you have on-prem deployments, I mean, we understand your chat and voice and PBX deployment is on-premise, but we want you to be able to take advantage of Teams and Teams meetings and collab in the cloud. So there's a mode that we are introducing, which is like meetings and collab in the cloud. And in that mode, you won't have your chat or voice in the Teams canvas, but you will have meetings, and you can see all of the goodness that we shared with you earlier will be available in this mode, so you can participate in Teams meetings.
This is huge. And our friend Francois Dormieu and myself will be talking more about this on Friday. We have thousands of customers who have been on this UC journey with us over the last decade plus. So many people are excited about using Teams and meetings, but they say to me, hey, Heidi, it's going to take me a while to get to the cloud. I still have this huge server infrastructure. How do I take advantage of it? This orchestration, both from a client and service perspective, is huge. So Friday, Francois Dormieu, I believe it starts at 11:15.
And this is sort of late sessions we already discussed. I think Francois' session, the one Richard has later today, it will be a good one too. And then we have a session on Friday to kind of get into more of like live events in more detail and how you can take advantage of scheduling and producing live events in an easy way. So with that, I think it would open up to questions.
Now we can do questions.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Quick question on roadmap. Is there a plan for Cortana support in Teams?
Good question. So that's something which we are looking into. That's not something which you can share the time frame of at this time, but like Teams is built on the AI and the fabric of Office 365 intelligence, so we are looking at Cortana, yes.
Okay, so it is coming.
Yeah,
okay.
See that.
How about other browsers like Firefox, Safari, for WebRTC?
So we want to fix Chrome first, and then next we'd follow up with like potentially Safari or Firefox.
Okay,
yeah.
Thanks.
Hi, I have maybe a couple of questions. It could also be answered by the Air New Zealand executive as well as Microsoft. The first question to Microsoft specifically is, when are you going to enable SMS text feature in Teams? And how are you going to regulate it? And the second question would be maybe a little funny or maybe already been asked. You have a video conference. This is a scenario. You have a video conference and some of your employees or one of your employees using bad words or swearing it. You are recording the video as well as having a transcript recorded.
Right.
With all the security controls, what does Teams do? Have you ever seen whether does it blank out the video, whether does it strike out the text in the recording? How's the control done?
So I'll answer your second question first. I mean, I could have dropped in a big F word in the demo, and it would have taken care of it. But it'll essentially, there's a set of words which are blacklisted, and then it will blank it out. Yeah.
Again, there may be certain words which are okay. For example, a holy cow is okay to a certain sect of people, but may not be okay to others.
Yeah. That list is not customizable yet, but we acknowledge this could be a problem, so we'll work on potentially having a set of profane native filters that can be tailored. for a second question for the SMS one, it's something Teams is looking into. I don't have a time frame that I can share at this point.
Yeah, we had this gentleman's been waiting for a while.
Okay.
You're a New Zealand gentleman, and actually I'm working for airlines as well. I work for Southwest Airlines, and before you started to talk to
I'll repeat the question.
the Microsoft Teams, and what is the chatting collaboration tools that you're using, and how do you collaborate, the old chatting tools with, the MS Teams? Are they able to communicate each other?
So the question from another airline gentleman was,
We could go down and we could have 10 minutes. I can cover this part of the room. You guys can cover that part of the room. If it's easy. I don't know.
it's being recorded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, the question was, what chat tools, Tom, were you using, and how do you manage the transition with Federation, et cetera?
We didn't have a lot, to be honest. A lot of people are using WhatsApp and Facebook private groups and so on. Those are really reducing now. All the WhatsApp chat is coming into Teams, again, because they want to keep it all in the company and keep it separate. We did have Slack running in our IT, in our department, but that is also reducing because they need to be on the same network as the rest of the company, and so that's all reducing massively. So there wasn't a huge amount. It was mainly, the big difference is now Outlook chat has reduced, and which is great for everybody. Everybody's inboxes are getting smaller. Yeah, that's been slower for sure. But it's picking up now, and again, they need to be told what to do. Whereas our strategy so far has been giving people choice. Now we're at a point in time where we've got such good adoption across all those early adopters and those business users that the operational people kind of just need policy. Tell me what to use, and we'll use it, and that's what we're doing right now.
Thank you. Right here.
Two questions related to roadmap especially for high regulated industries like financial services. So DLP controls over the sensitive data that's being shared in a meeting, and also compliance recording.
Good question. So for the first part, we are going to make available controls that will let you
apply policies for chat and files that are stored in the meeting with our third party and first party.
Right. So you can disable, for example, today you can disable things like PowerPoint sharing, so if you want, right? And then that won't be shared. We'll also have controls that says that, hey, you can share PowerPoint but not advance the PowerPoint slides, for example. And we're adding stuff around presenter attendee controls, who can control who can do what.
Yeah, but I mean like sharing customer records in a chat with...
Oh, yeah. So recording is controlled by policy. You can say, hey, these people can record and these people cannot record, for example. And you can control to who it is shared to is a control that is provided by Azure Media Streams, which is a Office 365 service, and that has the same kind of hackling model as you have in SharePoint, for example.
Yeah. I mean sensitive data like personal records.
So if you saw the general session, and if you didn't, on Monday, Lori Wright's session, there was a demo of DLP, so creating policies so that certain strings of characters that are shared within chat will get blocked. So those will be, the same will apply to the chats that are happening in meetings. Your other question around compliance recording, so other than just convenience recording, which we showed you, compliance recording automatic, we don't have a date for that, but it's actively being worked on. Yeah. And then over here?
For Tom, you mentioned 200 or so champions. I wonder how big the user community those were spread across.
So we have 12,000 employees. Is that the question you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 12,000 employees. We actually had a lot more champions than that at first because I set my bar maybe a little bit too low. Yeah. Now I've set the bar really high, and you have to quite a lot to do. Quite a lot similar to the Microsoft way, in where I want people to actually go out and spread the message. That's what you have to sign up for now when you're a champion at Air New Zealand.
Good. And for the Microsoft team, it seemed like request control was used in two different ways. One where the guest had joined and they said request control and just got to advanced slides. But then when it was an authenticated user, they said request control. It worked much like it does in Skype for Business, where they're actually manipulating my machine.
It was a function of what content we were sharing.
Right.
So we loaded a PowerPoint, and request control actually advances the slides if it's PowerPoint versus if it's a desktop share, which you as an end user get to make that choice on which modality and you're going to engage in.
Agreed, but me as a IT administrator, I understand that. Real end users, that's confusing.
Sure.
I think. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's fair feedback.
Yeah.
The thing is that in the desktop sharing case, you can do a lot more with multiple cursors and so on. In PowerPoint, it's more like advanced slides is the only thing you can do. So
Yeah.
the experience is slightly different.
Yeah, please. Oh, well, I'll repeat the question.
Any chance of getting Cisco access to the SDK to allow on-prem video to connect to Teams? Has there been any discussion of that, or
So
is it going to be the free?
the question was, if Cisco on-prem video infrastructure can connect into Teams. At this point, there's no plan. However, you could still use so think about Cisco infrastructure as being your registrar, so your SIP gateway and your H323, or your SIP registrar, your H323 gateway, and then you have the MCU. We can provide interop into Teams via the MCU. You would still use the same dial plans, the same management infrastructure. So don't feel encumbered by the fact that we're doing the MCU. You could still maintain the same management infrastructure.
I think to me, so with Cisco acquiring Kano, and they have that capability, it seems like it would be very easy, instead of using the 3 vendors that have been identified, we have already had that heavy investment.
Got it. So the question was, can we use Cisco? Is there any plans to have Cisco as a cloud video interop partner? And at this point, no.
Any discussions at all of that?
Nothing I can talk about.
That's something we can't
Yeah.
talk about here, but we can have this conversation offline.
Yeah.
Finding a headset that works with a Mac has been a challenge, and when I talk, very hit and miss. When I talk to the folks at Jabra and Plantronics and others, they all tell me that they're waiting on a spec in order to have some official compatible hardware.
I don't know.
So we have from Jabra already is a certified partner, and they have a set of devices. In fact, we also announced a certification program. So all the Skype for Business certified devices will also be Team certified devices. And you can find more about this in the devices session, which is at 2:15.
Yeah, I think it's.
And Ilya and Angela are going to talk about it in Windermere X. They'll go deeper, much deeper into all of the devices.
I'm a Mac user, and I've got a Plantronics headset in my bag there. I'll show you afterwards. It works really well.
Okay, thank you.
Great. And we only have time for maybe 2 more questions. So, sir?
Yes, so I was wondering if you guys have any sort of timeline on a role-based security, similar to how Discord has it. So right now, for example, just membership or ownership, that's not good enough for us.
So we announced
on Monday the Teams admin role.
Okay.
If you got a chance to see that general session,
Okay.
and Michael's demoed, I'd suggest you go check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about creating your own roles, like in some of the other options, like Slack or Discord?
I'm not aware
That's
of
not.
anything.
I'm not sure about that question, but I think we'll have to refer you to the IT Pro manageability side of it, which I'm sure I can plug you to the right people. The session on IT Pro 2, which goes deeper into all of the roles, the modern portal, the PowerShell available for admins, and it's probably a good question to bring up there.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Please. Oh, okay, we have time for both. Can it be quick? Okay.
Yeah, may I have that purple shirt? No.
I bet he would be willing to share with you where he got it to.
All right, I have a quick question. Right now, in our environment, we're using Slack for our messaging and collaboration. And one of the known issues is the lack of DLP, a built-in DLP. My question is the Office 365 DLP in the security in compliance is enough to cover that area, or there are still known control and or DLP issues that will still require a third-party solution?
So if I understand your question correctly, it's that you are currently using Slack today. Slack requires third-party for DLP. Office 365 has DLP. And I'm guessing you're asking, can teams eventually take advantage of that DLP capability? The answer is yes. Okay. We showed it on Monday during the general session with Lori. If you fast forward to about 2/3 of the way through, my colleague Ann Michaels showed how she created a DLP policy for HIPAA and then created a string of blocked words and a pattern match and showed what the end user experience looks like. So short answer is yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Last question, sorry about this.
Yes.
So we have PeckSoup and room-based systems are very excited about the companion app. Mm-hmm. So with the companion app, if somebody joins via one of those room-based systems, are they able to mute and manage the call? Because that's one of our challenges today. We don't want to join, we don't want all the feedback.
The companion's based off the identity of the attendee.
Right. So you have the ability to see the roster as to whether specific roster actions like mute, unmute are available in the VTC endpoint. It's a good question. I directly don't know the answer, but like there was a session yesterday by Shri, one of our colleagues, that might have this information, but I'm happy to follow up.
Yeah, we can follow up with you on that.
I mean, I would imagine us doing something like that through more APIs as we make it available in the cloud, because like the meeting is in the cloud and we have a bunch of APIs to it.
You have situations where you're in a board meeting or something, you can't use your laptop, you're in a big audience, you want to be able to flick your phone out and mute somebody remote. So
today you can do that by having your mobile phone endpoint join the meeting, not for audio video, but just for control purposes like Heidi showed you. Yep. You have the full roster there, you can mute people.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not quite the thing you're asking for, but it's kind of a workaround until that becomes available.
Great.
We'll do one more last question here, and then we...
no, we got a blinking red light. I'm sorry, we're going to have to close. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you so much.